All right. So today's workout is one of my favorite ones to do if I'm not really sure what to do. It's just going to be 15 minutes of alternating kettlebell clean and jerk. And by alternating the hands, you can actually do this for quite some time and just kind of keep going. Like I remember one time I took a light kettlebell, like I think it was a yellow, 35 pounds, and I did this for like 80 minutes or something like that without putting the kettlebell down. Super fun to listen to some music and just kind of enjoy the flow of the movement and keep going. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm all by myself, so I'm just gonna kind of do a general warm-up, follow along with me, you watch the video, and go to it. So to start out, this is some good deep squats. I'm really trying to squeeze my butt at the top. I'm going to pull my ankle up and then push my knee down. Also, I hope the video turns out okay. It's weird, the connection feels slow today, it feels laggy. So we'll see how that turns out. Gonna grab my foot and circle my knee out. Get a little bit of stretch in the hips. Switch. Switch again. And I'm going to take whatever hand is in the middle and reach this up. And then down and through. Into a quadruped position. I'm going to get my elbows on the floor. I'm going to put one hand on my head. I'm going to try and touch this elbow to my other elbow. And then I'm going to try and point it up. And go back and forth. And switch. Some of you might not have a foam roller, but because I'm by myself today, I'm going to go ahead and use a foam roller. So all I'm going to do for this is I'm going to get only my upper back on this. I'm never going to go on my lower back with this. I'm going to give myself a big bear hug. And I'm going to first start just going up and down my upper back a little bit. Might hear a few cracks, might not. I'm just going to kind of settle in the middle of my upper back. And I'm going to extend them up and then bring it back. As best you can, you want to try and not like get a big arch in like your lower back, but you want to try and squeeze your belly a little bit. There might be a little bit of an arch there. Reduce that as much as you can. And then to help my overhead, I'm going to hit my lats a little bit. Lats is this big muscle on your side. I'm going to put one hand above my head, and I'm just going to smash that. It's basically like a big muscle right underneath your armpit. And you can spend a lot of time here, or a little bit. I'm going to go down an inch, keep going. Just kind of freestyle. Hit on the other side. So again, right underneath the armpit. Go down an inch. And then a nice one that I like to do if I have a big foam roller like this one is straight from the side. Just basically put this long way and lay down on it. Not falling down. And then I can just put my palms up. And the advantage of this is unless my shoulder blades move how they want. If I'm just on the floor, then my shoulder blades are kind of pinned against the floor, but this way they can just kind of float. And from here, I'm just gonna bring my hands up and down. And that's gonna just nice and easily stretch out my my pecs and go around my table without being very aggressive with it. Just kind of very gentle stretch. And you can spend a lot of time there, but I'm not. Things go out of sorts today. I'm just going to swing my arms a smidge, swing them up and down. Rotate my wrists the direction. Press them together. And the backs together. Bring it out straight and pull. Both sides. I'm going to grab my thumb with my fingers. And then kind of cast that, kind of point your thumb forward, give us a little stretch there. Okay, so kettlebell clean and jerk, alternating kettlebell clean and jerk. So I'm going to do a one-handed clean and jerk, and then I'm going to do a half rotation switch to the other hand, and that hand's going to do a one-handed clean jerk. So what that's going to look like, get a good angle from here, is it's going to look like this. The kettlebell is going to start as a foot out in front of me. I'm going to sit my hips back. My back is going to be straight. I'm going to grab by the corner of the kettlebell, this we talk about all the time, into the back swing. Bring it to my front back position. My back should be straight, even if my hips are slightly forward. And then from here, my belly's tight. I'm going to dip and drive. Bring this above my head. Bring this back. And then that's the clean and jerk. I have to do the half rotation switch. So into the back swing, swing and switch, swing, clean to the other side. Again, belly is nice and tight, back is straight. I'm going to dip and drive. Bring it back down. And that would be one one rep, you could call it. To reset, and do another half rotation switch. And just repeat this for 15 minutes. Now, there's a whole lot of other details we can talk about. But I feel like we talked about them a lot in other sessions. What I kind of want to talk about before we really begin is pacing. 15 minutes, ideally, without putting it down. So if you try and go as fast as you can, you're probably going to tire yourself out really fast and have to put it down. We're looking for a consistent pace. So ideally, I want one speed to go down the whole time, and that means breathing. So let's talk about how to breathe when doing a kettlebell clean and jerk. Okay? It's kind of unintuitive. Let me grab the baby kettlebell, just so I can not worry about it. So usually what people will think is to take a deep breath in first and then exhale on the way up. That's what intuitively people will think that they need to do. But for kettlebell, it's actually kind of the opposite. So what's unique about the kettlebell is the way that we hold this in our front rack is it's almost like hugging your body like this, okay? Now, if I exhale, or not exhale, inhale, if I inhale, then you see my chest rise, and that can actually help in creating momentum to push the kettlebell up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to exhale on the way down, and then inhale on the way up, okay? And that inhale, again, it raises everything, and it kind of gives the kettlebell an extra push to get back up. And if I show you that with the kettlebell itself, I got and that means I can also have a slight hold at the top when I need to be tight, when I need to catch the weight. Okay? It might take a little bit of practice to get that down, and sometimes, like if I'm really in the zone, if I'm bopping up to the music, I don't remember it either. But do your best and try and keep that breathing going as best you can. Now, of course, if you're using a really heavy kettlebell and you're dying, you're probably going to start just breathing heavier anyway. As long as your back remains straight, and in general your form is good, the kettlebell is probably not going to be heavy enough to really injure you, as long as you're keeping generally good form. So, with that in mind, we're going to do alternating kettlebell clean and jerks for 15 minutes. Here we go. Okay, we're going to start. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. Probably get copyrighted on this video. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 15 minutes. past the halfway point. Four minutes left. Three minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah. One minute. Less than 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So yeah, that's, if I'm ever in the gym and I don't have anything like specific programmed, or I just want kind of a general full body workout that'll work my muscles and my heart rate, that is one that I'll do. Just grab a kettlebell, clean jerk it for 10 or 15 minutes. Super, super good. I paced myself down ahead of the gate with like 8 minutes left. I just naturally kind of wanted to move faster. So that's what I did. I moved faster, and then with 5 minutes left, I feel like I moved a little bit faster too. Feels really good. Feels good to move. There's not like any one body part that feels fatigued with that. It's more like a full body, because everything's moving a little bit. But one thing that I will say is whenever you do any kind of high repetition kettlebell work, whether it be a swing, a snatch, a clean, something that gets into that backswing, if you have a lot of reps in a workout, it's always good to grab a roller, just like we did in the warm-up. Because what's going to happen is, even though we're trying to keep our bellies straight, our bellies tight and our back straight, the kettlebell wants to pull us forward. It wants to round our upper back, and we want to fight that as much as possible and just keep a nice good back. But after a high repetition workout, it's always good just to do a few rolls in your upper back, exactly like we did in the warm-up. Just give yourself a big bear hug, and again, keep it in your upper back. Like I don't go any farther down than that. I'm actually not too cracky today. But still, I'm gonna go just like in the warm-up again. Get the roll in like the middle of your upper back. Try and keep your belly as tight as you can. Keep this tight like you're about to take a punch to the gut. And then look up and back.
just to extend your upper back a little bit. Because again, the kettlebell wants to pull you the other direction whenever you do a backswing. Awesome. Yeah, one of my favorite workouts of all time. Super fun, very general, not very specific. It hits everything. So if you watch this, I hope you had as much fun with it as I did. And tomorrow, we're going to be doing more kettlebell stuff, but completely different. It's going to be more like hypertrophy work. It's going to be great. See you then.